I love it when my contact rolls back in my eye. It's like a gross game of hide and seek.
Yo, what's up, chat? Oh, man. Oh, okay. Ah. What's up, chat? How's everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, is it crazy? We're gonna be watching some WatchMojo videos. Yeah, I figured I'd start off the stream with like something calming, something like serenading, like But now, it seems like we're just up, you know? We're gonna go ahead and, now that we awaken, we wake up our vibe senses, and then we go ahead and just watch some Mojo videos. But that, you know, that's how it is. And we always have some good vibes. Oh, can I do an Ahegio face? Oh my god. Wait, can I actually? That would be so fucking weird. Oh, I gotta try that one day. Alright, guys. So today we're going to be checking out some WatchMojo videos. I put down the link in the description below if you want to check them out later. Let's see, what do we got? Top 10 anime reboots that saved the series? Ooh. I've never... Okay. I got a confession. I may do VTuber stuff, but I barely watch anime, and I really need people to recommend me anime. So, recommend me anime. There we go. That's gonna be my pinned message today. Recommend me anime, please. If you guys find out anything about good anime, please, by all means, recommend me some. I could really use some good anime. And don't recommend hentai. I've probably already seen it. 10 weirdest variants of Marvel characters. No way. 10 top 20 serial killers who were never caught. No. We need to find something good. Something interesting. The top 10 greatest Elon Musk creations and inventions? Oh my god. Mr. Musk.
I'm Agent Moby.
Ignition.
Okay, before we start, again, I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to WatchMojo. No, they are not sponsoring me, but hell, oh my god, they make some great videos, and if I ever got a sponsorship for them, or a like from them, or a comment from them, holy shit, my day would be made. You have no idea.
Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Elon Musk creations and inventions.
And then starts falling, and then just falls like a skydiver, and it's just controlling itself, and then it turns and lands.
Solar roofs that look better than a normal roof, generate electricity, last longer.
Receiving cash is cash. I mean, those are just a large number of Ben Franklins.
For more videos on business, entrepreneurship, and success, check out our channel Context TV. For this list, we'll be looking at inventions and innovations from Elon Musk and his companies. We've ranked them based on their impact, potential, and stage of development. Which Elon Musk creation wowed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Neuralink. Founded...
Never heard of this. What is Neuralink? And how is this something that impacted our world? I've never heard of this. Neuralink.
by Musk in July 2016, this neurotechnology company would likely rank higher if it weren't still in its infancy.
So this is a healthy and happy pig with an implant that is 2 months old and working well.
Based on what we've seen so far, though, Neuralink has the potential to change the world with its implantable brain-machine interfaces. The company is currently developing a sewing machine-like device that'll implant electrode threads into the brain.
Is this some like Matrix shit?
Is it really so hard to believe?
According to Musk, the Neuralink chip will enable people to stream music to their brains, enhance ability.
Way. No way, Elon Musk, you're a fucking genius. But what happens if like we buffer and we're Like, what happens if we buffer? Is it gonna go all of a sudden we're talking and then all of a sudden we're like talking and just, you know, we freeze up a little bit?
And aid those with brain disease. Some neuroscientists have expressed doubt about its capabilities.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
But Musk believes that this Fitbit in your skull, as he calls it, could be the answer to treating paralysis.
So there's no way Elon Musk made something where it's like implants in your brain and it plays music and all that shit. When was this made? This was made in 2016. Holy shit, this was made in 2016. So yo, could he like make us play video games in our brain? Oh, that'd be so fucking amazing. Oh, that'd be the new Elon Musk. Get on it, man. Make it where we could play video games in our brain. That'd be fucking amazing.
Depression, blindness, deafness, seizures, and much more.
Jiu-jitsu. I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu.
Number 9, Hyperloop. Like Neuralink, the Hyperloop remains in its early stages, but this project could revolutionize transportation as we know it. First publicly mentioned in 2012, this system would allow pods to travel through low-pressure tubes at rapid rates.
DC to New York, Hyperloop. I think you'd probably want to go underground the entire way because it's a high-density area.
Normally, it would take about 6...
Huh. So he's making something so we could travel like super fucking fast. Interesting. See, these are things I never knew he was making. Top 10 greatest Elon Musk creations, by the way, if you guys are wondering what I'm watching. But I never knew he was making stuff like this.
6 hours to drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Even a plane would take over an hour. If Hyperloop lives up to the buzz, though, it would only be a 35-minute ride for passengers.
Holy shit.
Hyperloop is just one of the many interesting ideas coming out of Musk's ironically named Boring Company. Not only was a car elevator prototype successfully tested, but they also made and sold 20,000 flamethrowers, which was renamed Not a Flamethrower to appease customs.
Oh
The
my
kids
god,
love this one.
that's fucking
Number
amazing.
8, SpaceX Starship. Again, we don't want to jump the gun on a creation still in testing, but this one has got us excited. In the works since 2012, SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy booster may fulfill Musk's longtime goal of landing on Mars. Described as the world's most powerful launch vehicle, Starship is powered by 6 Raptor rocket engines. Starship aims to transport humans and cargo to the
not
Red
gonna call
Planet,
him Daddy
although
Musk,
we're getting
but-
ahead of ourselves.
And then starts
Holy
falling,
shit.
and then just falls like a skydiver. And it's just controlling itself, and then it turns and lands.
Before the SpaceX Starship system boldly goes to Mars, missions to the moon are being planned. In 2023, Japanese billionaire Yusaku Musawa hopes to become SpaceX's first private passenger to take a trip around the moon.
We think it would be very exciting to have a base on the moon.
But didn't we already do something like this? Where didn't he already launch to whatever you call it?
Even if it's just a science base.
As for Mars, Musk wants to pull off an uncrewed mission by 2024. Number 7, Starlink. Another SpaceX project, Starlink has its pros and cons. This satellite internet constellation aspires to deliver almost universal service by late 2021 or 2022. As incredible as that sounds, there are some problems. Given the thousands of small satellites involved, Starlink could create long-term space debris resulting in collisions.
Sure.
While SpaceX did attempt to rectify this by lowering the satellite orbits to 340 miles, Starlink has also been tied to light pollution, limiting our view of the stars. To reduce brightness, a sunshade structure was announced in April 2020. SpaceX is currently launching satellites in batches, which will hopefully allow enough time to work out these kinks. If all goes well, Starlink may provide internet access around the globe and one day on Mars.
Was he
The
about to
purpose
say
in
on
life
Mars?
isn't to avoid every single risk.
Mars. Number 6,
Internet?
X.com.
Yo, internet on the Mars? Holy shit. Internet on the Mars. Let's go.
X.com might not be ringing any bells, but you're definitely familiar with what it became.
I think X.com could absolutely be a multi-billion-dollar bonanza.
Back in November 1999, when people were still
The only X.com I know of is xnxx.com. Yes.
using dial-up internet, Musk founded one of the first online banks. No more than 5 months later, X.com merged with the Silicon Valley-based software company Confinity. Through this merger, a little company known as PayPal was born.
So this is an ATM. What we're going to do is transform the traditional bank.
Speaking of PayPal, this is a perfect time to plug in that. I do have a PayPal down below if you want to ever donate to that, help me. I won't be as rich as Daddy Musk. I did not say that, so we're going to edit that out. But I won't be as rich as Mr. Musk, but I will appreciate any donos given. $1 a day, anything. Actually, not even $1 a day, like 50 cents even just makes me happy. I don't really care what you give, but if you don't give, that's fine. Just leave a like, comment, maybe say something. Dislike if you don't like, that's fine. Either way, I end up happy.
Banking industry.
Later sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, PayPal remains one of the most popular online payment systems. Even before he was a household name, Musk was helping to shape the tech world in innovative ways.
I'd say the real payoff is the sense of satisfaction in having created the company that I sold.
Musk bought the domain name X.com back in 2017, but if you try visiting the site today, well, let's just say that X marks the spot. Number 5.
Damn, so without Elon Musk, they really went to shit. Now to think about it, without Elon Musk, PayPal and X.com really went to shit, didn't they?
Dragon capsules. The SpaceX Dragon pulled off a historic feat in 2012, becoming the first private spacecraft to rendezvous with the International Space Station.
Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX.
This reusable cargo craft was succeeded by the SpaceX Dragon 2, which had 2 variants. Essentially a new and improved version of Dragon 1, Cargo Dragon can transport over 7,000 pounds.
For those of us who've been living with switches from the 60s for all these years, to see a modern interface is something that's pretty exciting.
Crew Dragon, meanwhile, is capable of taking 7 individuals into space and can remain docked for 210 days. The first crewed flight occurred in May of 2020, transporting 2 NASA astronauts to the ISS and returning them safe and sound in August.
Falcon 9 has landed. This is the first Falcon 9 to carry humans to orbit.
Previously, NASA was reliant on Russia's Soyuz to transport crew to the ISS.
Soyuz!
So the Dragon capsules herald a bright new era in American spaceflight. Number 4, Solar City. While Solar City was founded by brothers Peter and Lyndon Rive in 2006, they got the idea from their cousin, Elon Musk.
Solar roofs that look better than a normal roof, generate electricity, last longer.
With Musk serving as chairman, Solar City started producing solar panels and solar shingles. By 2015, it was being reported that Solar City had produced the world's most efficient rooftop solar panels.
So wait, they had a whole rooftop of solar panels. That's fucking amazing. That's fucking cool.
From the vantage point of the street, it looks completely opaque, but as the angle changes, it goes from transparent to opaque.
The following year, Solar City became a subsidiary of Tesla, which claims that Tesla Solar has the lowest price in the US. It's also among the country's top providers of solar power systems, even designing an entire solar roof. Renewable energy is a key component.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything mean, but we're all thinking it when we look at this, right? What is up with his nose? Maybe he got into like an accident. Unlucky, but
Component in reducing climate change, and in conjunction
I'm
with
not
Tesla,
gonna be mean
Solar
or anything.
City
He's probably got a lot more
role in our
money than
future.
me. You know what?
Number 3, Tesla Energy Storage. Speaking of Tesla, the company has made enormous strides in home and commercial energy storage with the Powerwall and Powerpack. They can store energy from both solar and the grid.
You can take a 4-bedroom house and you can have, you can power your fridge, the sockets and lights for a day.
In one of the company's most ambitious endeavors, Tesla used Powerpacks to build a 100 megawatt
Yo, that's
battery in
fucking massive.
2017. The world's largest lithium-ion battery at the time, the Hornsdale Power Reserve saved the South Australian government millions.
Conventional generators can't match the way the battery makes small adjustments to power supply to keep the grid at the right frequency.
They're pretty noisy though.
When Musk was asked on Twitter about helping South Australia with electrical issues, he promised the battery would be ready in 100 days or it'd be free. Tesla delivered in 63 days.
Yo!
Tesla is already outdoing themselves with the Megapack, which will make Moss Landing, California home to the largest battery storage facility in the world. Number 2, SpaceX Falcon rockets. SpaceX has repeatedly...
Okay, so like, you know how when you grow up and your parents are telling you you're gonna do something great? This dude was like, oh hell yeah I am. I'm gonna do a million things great. This dude has probably done like so many great inventions. Honestly, if Elon Musk wasn't alive, if Elon Musk never lived, I don't think this world would have any hope. The last smart human on Earth.
revolutionized space transport since it was founded in 2002, in no small part thanks to their Falcon rockets.
We're in stage 1. Liftoff indication. We have liftoff. SpaceX Falcon.
Damn, that's a lot of pollution, though.
Has cleared the tower.
When the Falcon 1 launched into Earth's orbit, it became the first privately developed liquid fuel rocket to do so. Of course, Falcon 1 was practically a prototype compared to the Falcon 9, which SpaceX promotes as the first orbital-class reusable rocket.
That's cool.
Although this two-stage rocket is only partially reusable, SpaceX is able to fly back the most expensive parts and save countless dollars in the
cool.
process. Falcon 9
man.
is powered by Merlin engines, which were made with recovery and reuse in mind. And in case you were wondering, yes, the name was inspired by the Millennium Falcon.
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.
Hey.
I love it when my contact rolls back in my eye.
Ruined
It's like
the
a
shit.
gross game of hide and seek.
At least. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Zip2, the first significant enterprise Musk co-founded.
A year ago, Musk sold his software company, Zip2, which enabled newspapers to publish online for $400 million cash.
Blastar. Musk coded this game at age 12 and sold it for $500. Musk
That is
Foundation.
loud as hell. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to anybody who had to hear that shit.
Is planning to give new laptops to all 7th and 8th graders in the Flint Community Schools District. Laptops to
Musk Foundation provides solar power energy systems in disaster areas.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk's foundation is planning to give new laptops to all 7th and 8th graders in the Flint Community Schools District during restructuring next year.
That's a good man.
Want more Mojo? Context TV produces original, high-quality videos on business, entrepreneurship.
Should remove all of the current board members who
in-depth.
All right.
Unveil.
Tesla may not invent Tesla electric cars.
Welcome to the Cybertruck Unveil.
Tesla may not invented the
Cybertruck.
electric car, but they did give these vehicles a second wind. From their sleek designs to their quality performance, there's a lot about Tesla's electric cars that stand out. It's no wonder why the Tesla Model 3 became the best-selling electric car ever in March 2020 with over 500,000 units sold. Tesla batteries can reportedly last more than 2 million miles in electric cars, which might be their greatest advantage. The software is also constantly being upgraded with innovations like Tesla Autopilot,
Yo, he
which
may
is on its
save
way
us
to
from
making full
pollution.
self-driving a reality.
But wasn't this thing the meme, the living meme? He was like, oh, this doesn't break glass. Breaks the glass.
These vehicles are making a huge impact by reducing fossil fuels as well. The electric car has officially arrived, thanks in part to Mr. Musk.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from
Alright,
WatchMojo.
that was
And
probably
be
the
sure to
boring one of the day. Sorry if you had to put up with that. Let's see if we can find a better WatchMojo though. Something that's way more interesting. Top 10 ugliest cars from the 90s? Nah. I mean, that could be funny, but... Top 20 animated movie ripoffs? No. I want to see something. I want to see something. Is there something good? Top 20 most dangerous animals in the world? I'll be the judge of that. Hell yeah. They showed a tiger first. My favorite animal. I'm a tiger lover.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 most dangerous animals in the world.
She just started really jumping on me. She bit this arm maybe 20, 25 times.
I suggest you leave immediately.
Or what? You release the dogs or the bees? Or the dogs with bees in their mouth and when they bark they shoot bees at you?
For this list, we're looking at animals and insects that pose a danger to humans. But we will not be including humans on this list. Are there any dangerous critters we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, killer whale.
I did not expect that to start with that. Killer whale. But I could see why it's deadly, because the killer whale is obviously one of them, like, can kill shit. They're called killer whale for a reason. I'm so, like, small brain right now.
Also known as orcas, or the wolves of the sea, killer whales earn the killer in their name. These highly intelligent apex predators hunt a variety of prey, ranging from fish and seals to even sharks and whales.
Yo. You know, I've seen Free Willy. This is Willy. And that's the poor seal that he just fucking murdered. Free Willy!
While there have been some incidents between wild killer whales and people, fatal attacks have yet to be recorded. However,
that is not true. Yeah, I was about to say they killed a fucking person in SeaWorld or whatever, but that was such a sad thing. The sea turner. This is such a.
It's a different story for killer whales in captivity. Since the late 1960s, there have been dozens of incidents involving captive killer whales attacking humans. These have
yeah, because they're not supposed to be kept in captivity. Like, poor things.
Resulted in injuries and even fatalities, generating lots of discussion surrounding the controversy of keeping them in captivity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next few behaviors you're going to be seeing, you can only see right here at SeaWorld.
One killer whale in particular, known as Tilikum, was involved in the deaths of 3 people, including 2 of his trainers.
Yeah.
Number 19, Deathstalker scorpion.
Oh my god. Yo. If you had a Deathstalker scorpion, would you be letting it walk on your arm or your hand or your wrist or anything? Oh, that creeps me out. That gives me chills. No. Oh.
This little guy is one of the reasons scorpions have such a bad rap, as it's responsible for 3/4 of scorpion-related deaths annually, with young children and the elderly especially at risk.
No way.
The 3rd most venomous scorpion in the world, the Deathstalker's venom is extremely potent and painful, and is actually resistant to treatment. Though healthy adults won't necessarily die from its sting, much anti-venom would likely be required.
So imagine a venom that's like, nah, fam, you can't resist me. Yo,
it's found primarily throughout North Africa and the Middle East, so if you're in the neighborhood, watch out. Number 18, cassowary. If you're looking for proof that birds are related to dinosaurs, look no further than the cassowary. Armed with powerful legs and dagger-like claws, the cassowary can deliver a kick that will break bones and slice through flesh. While these large birds are cautious around humans, more than 100 instances of people being attacked by cassowaries have been reported, most of which involved food. Thankfully, fatalities are rare. Though it's possible for the cassowary to be partially domesticated, owning one can still be dangerous.
Bruh, I've never seen a cassowary until today, and they look badass. They look like the ostrich and the mini ostrich. I forget the name of the mini ostrich. No, is it emu? Is it emu? Oh shit, I'm being a dum-dum right now. I think it's emu. Ostrich and an emu just mixed with a fucking horn. Just ready to charge you and murder you with.
In April 2019, a Florida man was killed by a cassowary he raised when it fatally injured him after he fell down.
We believe he went in there to recover that egg, and then at some point the bird was able to make its attack.
Bruh, why are you going in there to get the fucking egg of a cassowary? That's like a big dum-dum move. That bird's gonna attack you no matter what.
Cassowary's potential...
Hold up, let me check something. I think my VTuber model is It's doing something with the eyes. I'm noticing that a lot. The eyes. Let me just adjust this. Boop. Okay, blink, focal, gaze down, gaze strength, gaze sensitivity. Alright, there we go. I think it should work now. Sorry about that. I had to fix my freaking...
Or harm has earned it the title of the world's most dangerous bird. Number 17, pufferfish.
The pufferfish.
While not the biggest or most ferocious entry on our list, the pufferfish is nevertheless extremely dangerous. If inflating its body doesn't discourage predators, then its high levels of toxicity sure do.
Just hoping it doesn't move suddenly.
Oh my god, River Monsters was my favorite show. I used to watch that show all the time. It's a good show.
But I can see very clearly now those mouth parts.
Pufferfish possess tetrodotoxin, which is over 1,000 times more lethal than cyanide. A single pufferfish has enough tetrodotoxin to kill 30 adult humans.
フグとフグがね、噛み合するんですよ。だから、いけすに入れた時に、噛み合わないように、傷つけないように、だから剥ぐ。
In Japan, pufferfish known as fugu are considered a delicacy. But only licensed chefs are allowed to prepare it, as even the slightest mistake could prove fatal.
猛毒ですんで、この中に入れます。そして、
In 1958, the number of people who died from fugu poisoning peaked at 176, but has decreased over time, with about 20 fatalities being reported in Japan since the turn of the 21st century.
Concentrate.
To this day, no known antidote exists. Number 16, Cape buffalo. When you think of the most dangerous animals in Africa, the Cape buffalo may not be your first or even fifth thought. They're responsible for hundreds of deaths every year, however, and eagerly go after jeeps and trucks, overturning them with ease. They're sometimes referred to as the Black Death, and have been known to fight off crocodiles and lions. Their ability to run at 40 miles an hour despite weighing 2,000 pounds makes them one of the most dangerous animals in not only Africa, but the entire world.
Oh, these are badass animals. No!
Breakfast that's ready in a snap. Lunch is you actually...
Number 15, Japanese giant...
Okay, you guys ever see a Japanese giant hornet come after you? Yo,
hornet.
It's the scariest thing
Afraid
ever.
of bugs? Then these hornets are your worst nightmare.
One by one, they're picked off.
Oh my god, look at these bees and then look at the fucking hornet. Oh, the poor bee versus the hornets. And these are Japanese giant hornets. These guys don't mess around. You mess with them, they're gonna fucking murder you.
The largest of its kind on Earth, Japanese giant hornets are feared for their highly potent venom, which can kill a person if stung enough times. Even if the venom doesn't kill right away, those unfortunate enough to be stung by one are forced to endure intense, searing pain. On average, these insects kill an estimated 10 to 50 people a year in Japan, and injure many more.
The goal is to eradicate it now while the population is presumably small.
Recently spotted in the United States, this...
Wait, they're in the US? Oh no, man, I have a fear of bees. No way. They're in the US? Oh fuck no. We're in the US. Let me eradicate that shit. No, hell no. Nope. Moving out. Okay, I'm going to Australia. Bye-bye.
Invasive species poses a significant threat to honeybee populations and the larger ecosystem. With such a terrifying reputation, it's no wonder they were given the nickname murder hornets. Number 14, grizzly bear.
Let's go!
Weighing between 400 to 800 pounds on average, the grizzly bear is a force to be feared. While they may not actively hunt humans, urban expansion into their territory has made grizzlies more dangerous, as they've come to associate humans with food. While rare, attacks from grizzlies are often fatal. Mother grizzlies are especially dangerous, as they're more likely to attack if they feel their cubs are threatened.
True story, I remember my brother watching Brave, and he got scared of that bear. He got scared of that bear, but he was younger back then, so, you know, you can't blame him for that shit. But he was very scared of the brave bear. And honestly, hey, I don't.
Along with their enhanced sense of smell and powerful claws, grizzlies can easily outrun humans and have a bite force strong enough to crush bowling balls.
And there was no time to even turn to spray. There was no time to get to my pistol. It was like I just turned like this and she pretty much knocked me to the ground.
When heading out to grizzly country, knowing how to navigate an encounter with one could mean the difference between life and death.
Just like pull it back in, and I'm just trying to keep everything protected. And it was kind of like a sledgehammer with teeth.
Number 13, Brazilian wandering spider.
Yo, what is that? A Brazilian wandering spider? I've never heard of that.
Unlike most spiders, this creepy crawly does not make its home in a web or lair. Rather, it lives a nomadic lifestyle.
Oh wait, no, I've heard of these. Holy shit.
Hunting and ambushing its prey. This makes the Brazilian wandering spider even more dangerous, as it often wanders into human settlements. Known for hiding in dark places such as boots and shoes, these spiders thus bite people in self-defense.
Afterwards, it can result in a total destruction of someone's sex life for the rest of their life.
While its venom can be treated with antivenom, it is still the most potent poison of any spider. It directly targets the nervous system, which can potentially be fatal, making it extremely dangerous, especially for children. We'd expect nothing less from a spider whose genus translates to murderess. Number 12,
Damn.
African elephant. Elephants are one of the most popular creatures on the planet, but that doesn't make them any less dangerous. They've been known to become extremely aggressive without warning, making them one of the more unpredictable animals on the planet. This is especially dangerous because they frequently come into contact with people through safaris and other ventures. It seems like at least once a year there's a story about an elephant wandering into a village and trampling dozens of people. Number 11,
bro, they were about to
honey
die.
badger. Considered the most fearless animal alive by the Guinness Book of World Records, the honey badger is one of nature's most relentless hunters. It possesses powerful claws and fangs that can break.
Is this the one that has anti-venom to snakes?
Open tortoise shells.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Whoa.
It also has a strong resistance to venom.
Yeah,
and
it
a
does.
loose but thick hide tough enough to resist.
Yo, look at this boy. This boy was like, get out, bitch. Get out.
Blows from a machete. The honey badger won't hesitate to challenge and even repel much larger predators, such as leopards and lions.
The Afrikaans name is rattle, and it must be from the noise that they make. It's this they rattle a lot when they are agitated. And it's quite a fearsome noise to hear, so it intimidates the lions, I'm sure.
They're also highly intelligent, or can escape from or break into secure enclosures. Because they often attack livestock and bee farms, they increasingly get into conflicts with humans.
She goes up to the top, she pulls the second one out.
Yo.
And then he pulls it open.
When provoked, they are terrifying and will fight to the death if escape is impossible. Honey badger don't care. Number 10, hippopotamus. While hippos may not necessarily come across as an extremely dangerous animal, they are aggressive and have been known to attack people without provocation. They're
He just wants to give him a hug. Look at him. He's just like, I want to give you a hug.
Usually found in Africa and are one of the larger animals responsible for killing the most humans on that continent. Despite weighing several thousand pounds, a hippo can run as fast as 20 miles per hour and has an extremely powerful mouth. They can decimate safari vehicles without breaking a sweat. Number 9, saltwater crocodile. The largest reptile in the world, saltwater crocodiles are extremely dangerous and are responsible for attacking hundreds of people every year. They're found all over the world in all sorts of habitats, including both saltwater and freshwater.
Look at that fucking crocodile. Holy shit, look how big he is. He's like, I'm gonna get that boat. That boat's mine. Oh shit, I didn't even see the one right there. What the fuck?
They have the strongest bite of any animal currently in existence, with their jaws capable of applying over 3,500 pounds of pressure per square inch. They have an alarming tendency to consider humans as their prey, although only if we venture into their territory. Number 8. Bull shark. Alongside great white and tiger sharks, the bull shark is one of 3 shark species most likely to attack humans unprovoked. While the great white has been implicated in more unprovoked attacks on humans, several factors make the bull shark more dangerous to humans than any other sharks.
How many of you would stand in a water with bull sharks right there? If someone paid you $300, would you be willing to stand in water? Like, would you be actually willing to stand in water with bull sharks? There is no fucking way I would ever do that. You can't pay me $1 million. I'm not standing in water with bull sharks. Hell no.
Species.
The bite was in the calf, and it was just like us biting into a watermelon.
These include its high aggression level, a much more powerful bite force than the great white, and, most dangerous of all, its ability to thrive in both saltwater and freshwater sources.
Faces off with the strongest bite force of all sharks.
In rare cases, bull sharks have even been sighted going far up both the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. Some experts believe that the bull shark was responsible for the Jersey Shore attacks of 1916, an event that inspired the novel Jaws. Number 7. Sloth bear. Native to the Indian
but who could hate such a thing? The sloth bear looks so cute. How is he ranked up against the grizzly
continent,
bear?
Sloth bears may look adorable and fluffy, but they're extremely aggressive. They have a reputation for regularly attacking humans more than any other bear.
Those would be in the wild, used for just this purpose, but mostly for digging into termite mounds, digging up bees, actually sucking up the honey like they're doing with their lips now.
With human populations growing and their territory decreasing, human and sloth bear encounters have gradually increased as the animals wander into towns in search of food. Due to their poor eyesight, sloth bears are easily startled and thus more likely to lash out in self-defense or to defend their cubs. Between 1998 and 2000, 137 sloth bear attacks, including 11 fatalities.
Bruh, these sloth bears don't play, man. They fucking murder.
Occurred in the North Bilaspur Forest Division in the state of Chhattisgarh. In 1957, a specimen known as the sloth bear of Mysore achieved notoriety for killing at least 12 people and seriously injuring over 20 others. Number 6. African lion.
Yeah.
Take one look at an African lion and you know that you are putting your life at risk just by getting within striking distance of the animal. This doesn't seem to stop humans from going on safaris or attempting to tame them, however. Hundreds of people die every year at the hands of the African lion. Luckily, they do not actively seek out humans, but their amazing speed and razor-sharp teeth and claws mean that if they do decide to make you their prey, you are in a lot of trouble.
I know.
Holy shit!
There's a locked door. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they...
What the fuck? Yo, them getting smart.
Could do that.
Number 5. Polar bear. Raised in the harsh environment of the Arctic Circle, polar bears have evolved into one of the world's apex predators. Reaching heights of more than 9 feet and weighing over 1,000 pounds, the polar bear is the largest terrestrial carnivore on Earth.
Look at this guy, he was having a good time and all of a sudden he's like, oh hell no.
While normally cautious by nature, hungry polar bears will kill and eat virtually anything big or small, including humans.
Being this close, you get an appreciation for what this animal is. It is one of the most powerful animals on the planet.
With the loss of their habitat due to climate change and a lack of fear towards people, more and more polar bears are drawn towards human populations in search of food. Given the polar bear's immense size, powerful claws, and teeth capable of tearing a human to shreds, any encounter
more ads
can prove fatal. Number 4. Tiger. As one of the world's most iconic animals, the
Bro, the tiger is my favorite animal, so they better give this shit some good respect.
tiger has left its mark in history, mythology, and popular culture.
Meat is whatever the tiger says is meat because God made him the boss and all the other animals his fool.
Along with being the largest cat species, tigers can be divided into several subspecies, such as the common Bengal tiger and the Siberian tiger. With jaws strong enough to crush the throats of its prey and paws capable of inflicting heavy blows, tigers are apex predators that are praised and feared for their legendary strength and hunting prowess.
Aw, Pumbaa! No! Pumbaa, no!
Some tigers have even acquired a fearsome reputation for being man-eaters, with the most infamous being the Champawat tiger, which allegedly killed more than 400 people over the course of 7 years at the turn of the 20th century.
I could see Johnny, the cameraman, nearly jumping out of his skin. And you're sweating a fair bit there, Johnny.
I thought it was a corner at one point.
Number 3, box jellyfish. If you come across one of these creatures while scuba diving or floating in the sea, get away as fast as possible. The box jellyfish is one of the most venomous animals on the entire planet, a category that includes frogs, scorpions, and snakes. It can possess as many as 60 tentacles, and their sting can kill a human, either by paralyzing them, which leads to drowning, or by stopping their heart. Luckily, many people survive encounters with the box jellyfish, but not without first experiencing excruciating pain. Number 2, black mamba snake. Despite being the
Yo, I've read about these. These things are fucking fast as hell.
the second most venomous snake in the world, the black mamba makes our list because it is the most feared snake in all of Africa, which is saying something. Their bite has been called
They're not just in Africa, they're also in Australia.
the kiss of death, and it can kill a human in less than 10 hours if not treated effectively. While the black mamba usually tries to flee from humans, they will attack if they feel threatened, delivering deadly strikes in rapid succession. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Cone snail.
Ooh, the cone snail. Venom of a larger cone snails can be fatal to humans. Ooh, that is a weird snail. A snail that could kill you?
The venom of larger cone snails can be fatal to humans.
Injects it with venom, causes paralysis within 1
What the fuck?
or 2 seconds, and then they haul in like a fishing line down their throat into their stomach.
That's a snail?
Golden dart frog. Small and endangered, but poisonous enough to kill.
Alright.
Komodo dragon. The world's largest lizard with a toxic bite.
In Dragon Society, size is everything.
Anaconda. Apex predators that strangle prey before swallowing whole.
It strikes, latching on with 6 rows of teeth, coiling itself around the large rodent.
Blue-ringed octopus. Tiny octopus packing lethal power.
And you should see...
Oh damn, they're a lot smaller than I thought they were.
Plainly coloured animal take on incredible agitated colours. Bright neon blue circles. Look at that! Wow!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Oh yeah.
Number 1, mosquito. With a list that includes crocodile.
There's no way. The number 1 animal can't be a bug though. The number 1 dangerous animal in the world cannot be a bug. Come on.
Lions, and sharks, it may be difficult to believe that mosquitoes are the most dangerous animals on the planet. While they won't eat you, this small insect is responsible for killing over 1 million people each year because it spreads diseases, the most famous of which is malaria. In fact, they're said to...
Oh my god, why do you have so many bugs on your hand and just letting them on you? Dude, kill them.
transfer diseases to over 700 million people annually. They are
What is wrong with this guy? Look at it. It's all shriveled up and everything. What are you doing?
located all over the world, from tropical areas to cold climates,
Oh
and
my
are responsible
God.
for more human deaths than all the other animals on this list put together. Do you agree
That
with our
kid
picks?
vibing.
Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the.
Let's check out top 20 extinct
My
animals.
HelloFresh box is here. So it comes like this.
A mere 250 years.
I mean, 250 years later. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining, though. For everybody in the chat, thank you again so much for joining.
Years ago, you could see thousands of them in vast colonies. Now, they're all gone.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 extinct animals.
And it's reckoned that the elephant bird weighed around half a ton.
Extraordinary in size and strength, sparing neither man nor wild beast.
Some of the biggest and most extraordinary birds to have ever walked the earth.
For this list, we're going over the most interesting animals that have either died out entirely or that have so few members they're functionally extinct. We won't be including dinosaurs or primitive species of humans like the Flores man. If there's an extinct animal that went extinct from our list, please tell us about it in the comments. Number 20, the dire wolf.
There are no dire wolves south of the wall. Now there are 5.
No, not dire wolves, dire wolf. 2 words, not one. When it's one word, it's a fictional fantasy race that can grow to a massive size. But we're talking about the other, which, although bigger than gray wolves or another extinct subspecies, the Newfoundland wolf, wasn't quite that huge. Dire wolves inhabited China and North America as recently as 9,500 years ago. Of particular note is their bite force, which was the strongest of any known Canis species. Because of this, it's believed that they specialized in hunting large prey, such as the once abundant megafauna that lived in North America. However, with the death of their prey, it's theorized that the dire wolf followed its food sources into extinction.
Was the dire wolf unable to satisfy its savage hunger? Or did some overwhelming force drive it into oblivion?
Number 19, the quagga.
The quagga breeding project is an attempt to use selective breeding to breed animals that are as similar as possible in type to the original quaggas which roamed in the Western Cape.
Despite its adorable name, this subspecies of zebra is no more. Native to South Africa, the quagga became victim to the hunting of early Dutch settlers and later
Aww.
Afrikaners to provide.
So this is like a mixture of a zebra and a horse. Some brown horse and a zebra hit it off, and then they got this. This is what you got, a quagga.
Meat and skins. Disappearing mostly in the 1850s, the wild quagga became officially extinct a few decades later, though some captured ones could be found in zoos. On August 12, 1883, the very last captive specimen died, writing the final entry into the lifespan of this impressive species.
We are reviving an extinct species of quagga, and that is for the benefit of future generations.
Number 18, the elephant bird.
Many of the mounted specimens have been put together with a number of bones from different...
Is that the thing from Up? This looks a lot like the thing from Up. Here, Snape, Snape, Snape.
specimens. And if you get...
Hey, and it's even the guy who was looking for it. They got the guy who was looking for it. Oh, what's his name? Oh no, I can't remember his name. But... No, oh man, if any of you guys have watched Up and you remember the name of the guy who was hunting down the snipe, please remind me, because this is this guy. It's this guy, he's alive.
Get over-enthusiastic, maybe it's quite possible that you stick in 1 or 2 extra neck bones.
Native to Madagascar, these ostrich lookalikes are believed to have come to an end in the 17th or 18th century. While it's not fully known how the birds died out, it's believed that human activity is the #1 suspect. Initially widespread across all areas of the island, there's evidence of their homes being demolished, while the birds themselves were hunted, which led to their untimely demise. Fossilized eggs of the species have remained and have become an increasingly priceless commodity across museums to this day.
Although there were several factors threatening the bird's survival, it could have been
That's a
people
lot of
eating
eggs.
the eggs who dealt the species its final blow.
Number 17, the bear dog. Look, charging right at us with huge teeth. It's a bear. It's a dog. It's Amphitryon. Popularly known as a bear dog, Amphitryon had features like both carnivores.
The dog? That's a bear. I want one.
Carnivorous mammals.
And it was just one of a very diverse group of ancient meat eaters that ruled the northern hemisphere for over 30 million years.
It looks like... Yo, wait.
Features like both carnivorous mammals.
And it was just one of a very diverse group of ancient meat eaters that
looks like something you would see in like an anime or something like that. Like something, and then you put the anime girl on top and she's just riding it into the sunset. And you're like... But this really does look like it. Like
ruled the northern hemisphere for over 30 million years.
Although it had a tail and teeth like a wolf or dog, its huge body, which could weigh over half a ton, was more comparable to a bear's.
Size matters, and size can dictate a vicious cycle that ends in species extinction.
The bigger you are, the more food you need. And of course, they're mammals with a very high metabolic rate.
Thought to have originated in North America, bear dogs spread out over Asia, Europe, and Africa too. Although they lived between 16 and 2 million years ago, the rise of other, swifter mammal carnivores is theorized to have forced them into decline.
Aww.
Number 16, the great auk. A flightless water bird, the great auk once roamed the waters of the northern Atlantic Ocean, ranging from Europe to North America. Generally a little under 3 feet tall and
it looks
featuring
like
a hooked beak.
Is it like a type of penguin?
And webbed feet. Great auks were strong swimmers, but awkward on land.
A mere 250 years ago, you could see thousands of them in vast colonies. Now, they're all gone.
Tragically, the great auk was hunted to extinction by humans, with cultures all over the Atlantic killing it for its meat and especially its down, which was in high demand. The last 2 confirmed great auks were killed on an island near Iceland in 1844. Still, its legacy would live on in other ways, such as its scientific name, Penguinus impennis, which inspired the naming of penguins, given their resemblance.
Oh, it's another ad. Fuck.
Conservationists say the story of its
These guys were killed. Why would people
extermination should act as a warning.
Number 15, the short-faced bear. Although we considered discussing another extinct bear species, the Atlas bear of Africa, we're electing to discuss a less
Okay, this image is so blurred.
recent
It's
extinct
like,
bear. Short-faced bears
and I
are
have it at
native to North
1080p.
America and came in 2 species, the lesser short-faced bear and the greater short-faced bear.
It's huge, weighing 900 kilos. 3.4 meters tall on 2 legs. It could reach higher than a basketball hoop.
True to their name, both species had shorter snouts than most bears. However, while the lesser species was comparable in size to modern bears, the greater short-faced bear was a massive 6 feet tall at the shoulder. It could look a tall human in the eye. It was possibly the largest terrestrial mammalian predator to ever live, and some weighed more than a ton. They became extinct around 11,000 years ago, possibly due to global cooling.
As the Earth's new rulers, we just might learn something from this vanished and mighty predecessor.
Number 14, the aurochs. The aurochs was a type of wild cattle and is the ancestor of the domestic cattle common today. Compared to modern cattle, they had longer legs and larger heads, no doubt to support the weight of their larger horns.
Not much smaller than an elephant. Extraordinary in size and strength. Sparing neither man nor wild beast.
Once found throughout Europe, Asia, and Africa, the aurochs gradually died out due to excessive hunting, encroachment by humans, as well as diseases spread from regular cattle.
You know, now that I think about it, a lot of the animals of nowadays are dead. And why? Because of us. We killed them. We murdered so many animals, and now we're killing ourselves. You know, it's a shame.
Although they went extinct in 1627, their genes survive in domesticated cattle, and a number of attempts have been made to breed the aurochs, or something like it, back into existence.
My brother and I now had to do was to unite in a single animal all those characteristics of the wild aurochs that are now found spread between different breeds of tame cattle.
Number 13, the baiji, commonly referred to as the
Wait, what? These are extinct? No way, these are extinct? I thought these were alive.
Chinese river dolphin. The majestic creature could only be found in the Yangtze River in the Asian country where it got its name. Affectionately nicknamed the goddess of the Yangtze, the baiji became victim to the growing advances and industrialization of modern China that led to massive water pollution.
By the end of the 20th century, there were possibly only 13 wild dolphins left in the Yangtze.
Are you serious? There's only 13 left? I really hope there's still more, because they're so cute.
Repeated efforts were made to conserve the species, but an expedition in 2006 failed to discover any remaining baiji in the river. The last living baiji, known as Chi-Chi, died in 2002.
For the international conservation community, it really needs to act as a wake-up call that we need to be far more efficient and far more quick to react to conservation crises in the future.
Number 12, the Caspian tiger. While we consider discussing the also extinct subspecies of tiger from Bali and Java, we're focusing on the Caspian tiger. As its name implies, they were native to areas near the Caspian Sea and beyond, being found as far west as Turkey and as far east as West China. Of the tiger subspecies, the Caspian tiger was most closely related to the Siberian tiger, although its coats tended to be brighter colored. The cause of its extinction was naturally humans hunting it. Although our killing of their food supply, like wild boar, didn't make it any easier for them to survive. The Caspian tiger was declared extinct in 2003.
Damn.
Number 11, the ground sloth.
This animal's called Megatherium. Marvelous name, but all it means is big animal.
What was once a unique beast that thrived during the Ice Age periods is now known for associating with a dim-witted animated film character.
Oh my god, whoever made up that fucking line is a genius. She fucking called Ice Age's animator a dim-witted person. Nice.
Upon their extinction over 10,000 years ago, it's believed to be no coincidence that the deaths of the ground sloth are linked to humanity's entry into the North American regions.
Bro, what is up with this visual?
Climate change was also a factor.
The sloth's best defense was to inflict damage with its long, sharp claws.
So basically they had a slap-off. Let's see that again.
With its long, sharp claws.
With large and dangerous-looking claws, speculation remains to this day about whether this variation of sloth only used them to collect bark from trees, though it's most likely that these mammals were herbivores.
Although slow-moving, its massive size was protection against smaller predators like the saber-toothed cat.
Number 10, the western black rhino. Several subspecies of black rhinos have gone extinct in recent history, and the most recent is the western black rhinoceros.
Dude, I was hoping this wasn't true. Like, I've been hearing I've known the rhino was possibly extinct, but I kind of was in denial about it.
Once found in Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and the Central African Republic, the western black rhinos were hunted to extinction, both in defense of human population centers and for sport and folk medicine remedies.
Humans are the adult rhino's only predator in the wild. Black rhinos are killed in Africa for their valuable horns, which are sold as decorations, medicinal cures, and aphrodisiacs.
Despite conservation efforts, the western black rhino was declared extinct in 2011, with the final known specimen dying in 2006. Tragically, the western black was part of an overall decline of black rhinos in general, with a staggering 96% of all subspecies being killed between 1970 and 1992, a mere 22 years later.
It's such an iconic species. If we can't save the rhino, how on earth are we going to save species that are of much less public interest?
Number 9, the moa.
The moa. Some of the biggest and most extraordinary birds to have ever walked the earth.
New Zealand is fairly isolated from the rest of the world, and this isolation led to the development of some truly strange birds. Moa were once 9 different species of wingless, flightless birds that inhabited the New Zealand archipelago. The smallest were still fairly large birds, around the size of a turkey. The biggest species, though, could reach up to 12 feet tall. Naturally, when humans first discovered the islands, the moa were a readily available and large food source. Sadly, every species was hunted to extinction within 100 years of humanity's arrival in New Zealand, although unconfirmed sightings persisted for several centuries afterward.
Breakfast that's ready in a snap.
Did you see how sad that
Lunch
Moa
is your
looked? Look at him. He looks like he's looking like, why? Why'd you do me like this?
Number 8, the Eurasian cave lion, also known as the European cave lion.
Slowly, slowly, slowly.
People tend to associate the king of the jungle as a largely African species, but this extinct Eurasian subspecies may prove otherwise. Speculated to have become extinct around 10,000 years ago, these beasts were huge. On average, over 7 feet long without the tail, and could weigh 700 pounds. Massive in size and a massive tongue twister to say, as their official name is the Panthera leospelea, their fates were sealed when settlers made their way into their homes. And the rest, as they say, is history.
In total darkness, the lion must use its senses of smell and hearing to land a killer blow.
Number 7, the Irish elk.
It has antlers so vast and elaborate, they stretch 12 feet from tip to tip. They are the crowning glory of the magnificent Irish elk.
Despite its name, this species of deer was not exclusive to Ireland, making its way across Eurasia and northern Africa for thousands of years.
That's
the
cool.
Irish elk is known for being the largest species of deer ever found, as they could have stood at 12 feet with antler height included. Unable to survive subarctic conditions, which caused a lack of good food, it's been suggested that the last of these deer may have died out about 11,000 years ago in Ireland, hence its given name. Others may have survived the Ice Age through Europe, but were probably hunted down.
The case of the Irish elk reveals that faced with a changing world, too highly evolved a design can actually prove an animal's undoing.
Number 6, Gigantopithecus. Gigantopithecus is an extinct...
Hey. You gonna name a monkey that's really big? What you gonna name him? Gigantopithecus.
Species of large ape. Estimating its exact appearance and size has proven difficult because only their jaws and teeth have been...
Is that actually how big it would be? Yo. Look at this tiger. He's like, oh, hell nah.
...discovered. From these remains, it's believed they were herbivores and weighed somewhere between 400 pounds and over half a ton.
But an even closer look at these teeth has revealed much...
Oh my god. That's a Gigantopithecus jaw. And that's a gorilla jaw. Holy shit. And yo, that's like fucking half her head. No, yo.
Much more than just how big this animal was. For one thing, scientists have been able to use them to figure out who its closest living relatives are.
Originally thought to have been an ancestor of humans, Gigantopithecus is now thought to be more closely related to orangutans. Native to what is now southern China, Gigantopithecus went extinct around 300,000 years ago, with changing climate the likely culprit. Still, there are those who believe Gigantopithecus may be the origin behind legends like the Yeti or Bigfoot, so who knows if they're all gone or not. Number 5, Thylacine.
There was one Tasmanian animal that's no longer found on the mainland. A ferocious flesh-eater that terrorized all the other beasts.
The Thylacoleo, or Australian lion, was considered, but we're discussing another marsupial predator. Best known as the Tasmanian tiger, the thylacine is a purely nocturnal creature. Evidence suggests that these native Australians were very retiring in nature and became extinct in the mainland around 2,000 years ago, yet survived until the 1930s in Tasmania. There are even some people who think the thylacine still exists today.
Amazingly, some thylacines had hung on until the motion picture age. This film shows one pathetically pacing round its cage in the Hobart Zoo.
General sightings were reported across Western Australia and Tasmania until 1980, leading to a vested interest in the species once again. In 1983, Ted Turner offered a $100,000 reward for proof that these carnivorous marsupials are still alive. While the thylacine is still considered extinct, unconfirmed sightings continue to be reported in the 21st century, and the reward is still out there. So keep looking, everyone.
Yo, imagine, guys, if you guys could find these animals that are still alive, you get a reward. And that's a big-ass reward.
And I'm amazed that no one, as Penguin, has come up with one. But it'll happen. I guarantee it'll happen.
Number 4, the dodo.
Yeah.
The dodo way of life.
Survival separates the dodo from the beast.
Most of us have seen the animated movie Ice Age. You can recall a joke that implied this famous bird died out during that time period, but this is actually untrue.
The dodo seemed so bizarre and comical that by the 18th century, some scientists doubted it had ever existed at all.
Due to their hunting by Dutch sailors that had arrived on the island of Mauritius, the flightless bird became extinct. However, their official extinction was only confirmed in the 19th century, despite their increasing rarity in the 17th century.
The dodos are constantly on the lookout for fallen fruit, pouncing on it before competitors arrive.
Slow and unafraid of humans, the dodo was only a little over 3 feet tall and between 25 and 45 pounds, but achieved contemporary fame by appearing in pop culture, like Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
And I never, never, ever do a thing about the weather, for the weather never, ever does a thing for me.
Number 3.
I didn't even know
the
there was a dodo.
saber-toothed cat.
Saber-tooth's power and weaponry were overwhelming, but suddenly, mysteriously, it became extinct.
Misleadingly known as a saber-toothed tiger, these predators were vastly known far and wide for their curved and massive canine teeth.
Once the teeth are engaged, those vessels can be sawed by those serrated edges on front or back.
Despite officially having the cat in their name, they're not closely related to the modern animals, and were in fact more agile, choosing to pounce from trees and then attacking with their almost foot-long teeth. With the Smilodon being the most well-known, these mammals' vicious nature proved to be their downfall at the end of the last ice age, as most of their chosen prey had either died out or had, ironically, been hunted by the cats themselves. Thus, the saber-toothed cat became extinct through its own means of hunting.
The art of killing always strives toward perfection, and given the chance, a saber-toothed cat might well evolve again.
The Suicide Squad in theaters on HBO Max.
These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Okay,
Number 2, the megalodon.
Oh, shit.
Sharks have long fascinated people, and a giant shark? Well, that's even more interesting for some, and more terrifying for others. Swimming the deep as recently as 3.6 million years ago, Megalodon shares a common ancestor with the great white shark, and they're generally reconstructed to appear similar to them. Still, while they may look like a great white, their size is even greater, with some estimates putting them at up to 52 feet long.
Megalodon was probably the apex predator of all time. People think T-Rex or something like that. It's dwarfed by Megalodon. Megalodon is huge, maybe even 70 feet long.
Their extinction is believed to have been caused primarily by a cooling trend from one of the planet's ice ages, which would have lowered sea levels and led to a loss of prey large enough to sustain them. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Dimetrodon. This creature with a black sail predates the dinosaurs and is actually closer to mammals.
The large spiny sails on their backs may have been used for sexual display and to absorb heat from the sun.
Trilobites. These marine arthropods swam and crawled the oceans for 300 million years before dying out.
They were very successful animals. You know, we've been on the Earth for just a couple of million years, so by comparison, the trilobites have been here a long time.
Steller's sea cow, an aquatic herbivorous mammal whose slowness allowed it to be easily hunted.
They grew to 25 feet in length.
Are they
and
basically
weighed
just giant
8,000
seals?
pounds.
The passenger pigeon, also known as the wild pigeon. Its meat was a cheap source of food, and its habitat was destroyed by deforestation.
When a flock of passenger pigeons approached a town, many villagers thought the apocalypse was upon them.
The golden toad, native to a single forest in
What do you mean, though? There's tons of pigeons in Chicago. Or are passenger pigeons just a different species? I'm a dum-dum.
Costa Rica. No golden toad has been seen since 1989. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the woolly mammoth.
It was the early mammoths that grew truly huge. Some standing over 4 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing twice as much as an African bull elephant.
Truly one of the animal giants. It remains the greatest shame that this mammoth species is no longer with us. Surviving through the Ice Age thanks to its obvious woolly exterior, the mammoths coexisted with human life for years in the New World, along with the similarly elephantine mastodon.
Their herds clearly inspired cave art. We've been transfixed by their majesty for thousands of years.
Humanity found many uses for the bones of the prehistoric elephant, such as utilizing them for tools and using them in making homes. However, long-term shifts in climate seem to have affected the mammoth's native lands and safety, leading them to migrate to other pastures. Finally, the creatures made their last stand on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean, surviving until 4,000 years ago and finally concluding their existence.
Iconic and majestic, mammoths were once a mystery. Now we understand them better. We still revere them.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Alright guys, that'll be everything for today. Oh hell yeah, that was really, honestly that was really chill. That was just chill. You know, we're doing that, we chill. What's up here? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate everybody who's been here. We're going to be ending this video really soon. But again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys want to check out more, go to WatchMojo.com on YouTube. I have the link in my description down below. I also have the link for my donation link, my merchandise store. And if you guys want to like, subscribe, anything like that, you know, just do it. Anyways, until then, I'll see you guys later, and peace out. Bye.